What's up, y'all? It was back again. I have a pretty interesting story to tell you guys. It's for you Vaporeon fans out there. But I had a pretty cool but strange dream last night about that Pokemon. The old school evolution we all love. Vaporeon. Cause yeah, I had a pretty crazy dream last night. I want to share you guys real quick before I continue back to my old art, my drawings again. But this is pretty interesting. So I'm gonna tell you. I'll try to see if I remember it, because dreams don't always happen so random and quick when you're losing memory real fast. So I'm gonna try to explain the best I can. I was inside a castle, and it wasn't too dark, but it was I was in some kind of castle. I walked around for a bit of time, and then when I came out to a window to look outside, I think it was right into a courtyard or whatever. But I see Ava Pool, down there sitting, in a funny position, and it was happy, and it made a sound. It was kind of like it was very similar to this position. It was making a sound, but it wasn't doing that meow thing you hear in this game. Little quick credit to that channel for this for the video from this. But no, it wasn't doing. It was very similar in this position. It was doing this, but it wasn't doing that meow sound like you hear in the new Pokemon Snap game. It was actually doing this. Yeah, crazy, ain't it? It was roaring like a lion or a tiger, literally. But it wasn't just one people, Down there was actually 4 or 5 reports all doing it at the same time. Now the size, they were pretty big. Now it wasn't as big as now. It's not as big as my crystal. Not my super reborn crystal. Not as big as. Hold on. Not as big as this. Like it wasn't a giant, but it was definitely large enough. I think it was the same size as I think it's about the same size of an actual tiger in terms of how tall it is at the head and shoulder, but definitely not at the length, because it had that big tail. But it was they were all big, but not quite as big as this though. Not the way how I picture it. But the ironic thing is, the irony is, my crystal super reborn actually can roar, and that goes to all the other super evils, and even can do this too. I mean Sunshine, but they all can roar like that. They all can do the same exact roar and growl like a tiger, but because they're so large, but they only do that when they get angry. They don't do that in a happy sound. They do the same usual sounds as the Pokemon, and of course they speak, so like that. But it is I do find that really hilarious to tell you guys, because my reaction to that, it really caught me by surprise. Because when I was sitting up there and hearing these Vaporeons making that sound. I really want to come down, but everybody made that sound. I was nervous. I was confused. I'm like, I was like, that's exact. Because in my head, I was like, that's exactly what Crystal can do. Well, not just Crystal. Actually, all the seedlings do that. But it's funny. It's the way how I pictured it. But they look exactly what they look. But they look exactly like I showed you with in that position, the sitting position in the game. They look exactly like that when they make that noise. It's really funny though. Because I'm telling you, I tell you, I love that Pokemon to death. Like, I love this Pokemon ever since this old classic came out back in the day, the original Pokemon Red. I'm telling you, no fun since childhood. But it really, that dream took me by surprise. Love it, but I didn't expect to hear everyone do that. So yeah, that's what happened, y'all. I have some weird dream, weird but funny dream. So that's one thing I want to share you guys real quick. To all you Vaporeon fans out there. But I just want to share that real fast before I get back to my usual thing again. So yeah, that's what happened to me last night. So got a little funny dream to show you guys. So, what do you guys think? Leave a comment, and if you want to. So, that's what happened. So, a little funny dream about Vaporeon. Well, see you guys later, and I'll be back to my art again. Probably. Trust me, you'll see it again. So, see you later, guys.